Hey gang, Mr. Theophilus here. Due to somewhat popular request, I decided to do a little home tour video for you. And by somewhat popular request, I mean my aunt asked me like 3 or 4 times. So here you have obviously the outside of the house, some garden plants, flowers on this side, same thing over here. And that's really what kind of drew us into the house, was all the flowers and bushes and different things like that. Front lawn, don't really hang out here very much, but I do take a surprising amount of time to mow and hedge it occasionally, yeah. As you walk up to the house, you see garage. We parked our car in there. Nothing crazy. Then we have these big old bushes in here leading up on our little covered walkway to the front door. So why don't you follow me inside and we'll take a look at all of that. All right, now we are inside. I'll point out we have this, a friend of ours painted this picture of my wife and I as a wedding gift. I think it's obvious who is who, actually. Over here we have our cat tree. This is where our cats sit, and this is where I sit a whole lot lately and just stare outside because there's not much else to do. Yeah, kind of how we're required to do stuff now. Over here we have some pictures or maps of cities that my wife bought, of places we really liked that we've been. We have Chicago, Paris, New York, and Amsterdam. Those are all really cool places we went. We actually went there on our honeymoon. Yeah. Following over here, we have our library, or just bookcase, of course. Whole bunch of books organized, color coordinated based on the rainbow. And then down here, we have all the Harry Potter books because I'm forcing my wife to read the Harry Potter series. I read it when I was like young and when I was the same age as Harry Potter. And now I'm trying to get my wife to read it because she never read it. Some plants that she helps take care of. I mean, not even helps. She just takes care of them, waters them, keeps them looking lively and beautiful because I'm terrible at that. And then over here we have the fireplace mantle area, some wedding pictures, a fireplace we've never actually used. It's propane, but we've never turned it on. And then a TV we've watched far too much of lately because what else is there to do? Yeah. If you go ahead and follow me along, we'll go ahead and go into the kitchen and check out the dining room. So this is the kitchen. This is where I make homemade pizza, make the food that I eat every week in front of you all. Well, not in front of you all, but right after you disperse from my room, depending on what period. Here we have a cake my wife baked. She has a friend's birthday coming up, so she made this for them. Look at the spin. This is our dining room table. We never really eat here. We almost always eat here because it makes more sense. There's only 2 of us. This is the stuff where we keep all the baking items. And if you recall, I told you a story about waking up at like 2:30 in the morning one time when my wife was out of town and there was a really loud bang and I came out here with a knife. It was this item, this carafe that fell. We don't even use this. It's just here and it looks cool. And it fell and hit the ground and scared the crap out of me. And I came out here looking around for it. We have a little slider to the backyard, but we'll take a look slightly at the backyard a little bit later. And why don't we head down the hallway? If you go this way with me, we'll head down the hallway and we'll check out the bedrooms, a few bedrooms, and the lone bathroom is down this way as well. All right, here we are in the guest bedroom. And this is also where Rue spends a lot of her time. She's a big fan of sleeping on the bed. So you see there's a bed that when guests come, rarely, and especially not now at all, this is where they stay. I have some paintings or pictures here that my mom and stepdad painted that I thought was cool to incorporate into the house because they made them. Right here is the main thing that has been happening in the room lately, and that is playing Xbox One because what else is there to do besides make videos for students and read chapters of To Kill a Mockingbird? I've been playing my buddies in NBA 2K a lot. I had to get a headset. I didn't have one originally, so I can chat with them, and it's actually kind of nice to have like this virtual connection to my friends. We always watched basketball together, and now we can play it, and I beat them easily every time. If you would also like to get beaten easily, my gamer tag is It's Mike Theo. If you have NBA 2K20, add me as like a friend, or I don't know, I don't really know how to do it on here, but I do know how to play you in a game. So if you want to play me in a game, I'd love you to. We'll go ahead and head this way to the bathroom. It's right across the hallway. Bathroom, pretty straightforward. I'm not going to talk much about it. You have a sink. We eventually want to have 2 sinks because there's enough space for it, so we'll update that. Toilet, shower, all that good stuff. Bathroom, closet, that's everything in there. And then we'll go ahead and go into the master bedroom. here's the master bedroom, and of course, here's the key piece. We have my lovely cat, Maggie. I sleep on the bed. She sleeps here about 16 to 18 hours a day. Yeah, very busy. Very busy little girl. Over here we have the back patio. This is where we sort of hang out sometimes in the backyard. I'm not really going to go a lot of detail on that. We have a squirrel out there doing the really annoying thing that I hate squirrels doing. This is the closet. This is where my bedside table, you might call it. I'm reading this book called Women by Charles Bukowski. I recommend you don't read it. Yeah. All right, now we're going to leave the master, and we're going to go ahead and go into our third and final bedroom, which is just right across the hall here. And this one you might already briefly recognize because this is where the magic happens. This is where I make the videos for you. Have my work computer here I took home. Have a tripod for my camera, and then I had to make my own little iPhone holder. I used an old selfie stick and connect a block of wood to it to get it to stick in there and hold the phone. Over here we have one of my prized possessions. This is a record player and all my records. Now my stepdad gave me about 200 of the records, and then I started my own collection. So I have a bunch of different and newer ones that I got. And the most recent one I've been listening to is Kids See Ghosts by Kids See Ghosts. If you haven't listened to this, I recommend it highly. It's only like 30 minutes long. It's really good. I love it. One thing I forgot or neglected to point out, over here we have, that's my neighbor's chicken coop. Those are the chickens that, like, she built that big coop for them. It was just a little house before, and they used to get out, and I would have to pick them up and take them back because they'd come over to our yard to try and eat our worms, and those are my worms. Up here we have some artwork. This is from a Kanye West album called My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. I framed them. A student actually got me the album like my first year of teaching. It was like the craziest thing a student's ever done. And down here, one thing I should address, someone asked, why do I have a Minions blanket in the cat bed? That's because my wife and I, like, years and years and years ago, they were making that Minions movie, and we really hated the Minions, just because, like, why is it funny when they say banana and stuff like that? So they were kind of driving us crazy, so we thought it'd be funny as a little Christmas gift thing, as a one-off, we'd each buy each other the goofiest Minion stuff. And I got her some socks, she got me these little figurines, and the thing that stood the test of time is the blanket. We still have the blanket, and it stays in the cat bed for a little extra padding for Maggie. All right, that's the whole house, folks. Down the hallway, and then we're out, so that's the whole thing. All right, it was great to have you kind of virtually come see the house tomorrow. I'll get back to an academic video, reading more chapters of To Kill a Mockingbird, which I know you cannot wait for. All right, take care of yourselves, folks. Thinking about you fondly. Bye.